Of course, we're not only going to talk about well-being, but the main topic is RajaYoga, a way to a peaceful world. Before we go to the peaceful world, we'll at least create that here in this auditorium. And so I would like to request our distinguished guests and speakers on stage this evening. I request Chanchal Yadav. Madam Chanchal Yadav, is she around? Brother Brij Mohanji, if he can take his seat on the stage, please. Sister Chakradhari Behenji, please take your seat on the stage. Brother Charlie Hoggs. Welcome to the stage. Please take your seat. Anthony Phillips. Welcome, please. And Sister Mohini from New York. Please take your respective seat on the stage. It's an honor and, of course, our fortune, I would say, to be in the midst of this gathering, but especially our respected speakers this evening are not only going to share with us the insights, but they will also give us an experience, a feeling. Charlie Hawkes. I think some of the guests might join us later, but whilst waiting for them, we would have a moment of silence, and David will play live music for us. This silence is such that takes us into this evening's program with an experience rather than talking. But of course, we will still share. And I request the sisters from Delhi to present the veggies and the bouquets to our guests on the stage, the speakers. Sister Chakradhari, Sister Mohini, Brother Charlie Hawks, Brother Brid Mohanji, and Anthony Phillips. For those who do not know me, I'm Pratima from Kenya. I'll be with you this evening and take you through the program with Anthony Phillips. This program introduces us to two types of yoga. One is, of course, the Hatha Yoga, and the other one is RajaYoga. A lot of people feel when they hear the word yoga, they would be coming with mats, and a lot of people would ask, what do I wear that evening? But here you are without any mats, and you're in your regular clothes. And so you might wonder, what are we going to do this evening? But that is Hatha Yoga, and Kim, all the way from Australia, will share with us a beautiful dance. She is a yoga teacher, and when we see that, we would wonder, can we all do that? But then I do promise you that the second bit of the yoga, that is Raja Yoga, we can all do it. And so I welcome Kim. Kim has been with the Brahma Kumaris for last 15 years with her mother and her sister, and Kim is just unbelievable. Some of you might have seen her dancing, but we will once again have the honor. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. We're all holding on to our breaths, isn't it? Let's breathe in and out. And let go that breath and relax. At least we can do that much, not much. But as I promised, towards the end of the evening, we would definitely be Raja Yogis, maybe not Hatha Yogis. I request all of my brothers and sisters to switch off their phones because they would interrupt with the video. This video is made in respect to the International Yoga Day worldwide, where the Brahma Kumaris very actively participated on the International Yoga Day program. So it's just a glimpse from around the world. At least you could get an idea where Hatha Yoga comes from and where Raja Yoga meditation helps us. And so we will now watch this video. I would once again request Chanchal Yadav, if she's around, to please take her sit on the stage.
Hello, I'm Anthony from the United Kingdom, and I'm also one of your Master of Ceremonies tonight. Some of you, if you've been here over the last day and a half, you may have met me up here on stage before, and of course this is a wonderful opportunity for all of you to experience just what a great effect the yoga of Bharat has had on us in the West. Tonight you'll be meeting many Raj-yogis from the West who will give and share some of their experiences in different ways. I think you all very much appreciated our dear sister Kim, who was the Hatha Yoga practitioner. Did you appreciate her? Yeah, good, huh? Well, I'm not sure she would like me to tell you how old she is. She's younger than me. But you know what? She speaks fluent Hindi. She reads and writes fluent Hindi. And she has only been studying this Hatha Yoga for 8 years. So that means there is hope for all of us. Yes? Now, what you also don't know is that she is studying Sanskrit, and she has told me that it is her intention to be fluent in Sanskrit so that she can check up on all the Vedas and whatnot in the next 8 years. So congratulations to Sister Kim. Now, I would like to introduce to you tonight another great talent. Not so much in Hatha Yoga, but who knows, in private she might do it. But in public, our Sister Elizabeth from San Francisco is, if any of you have been here over the last day and a half will know, a fantastic singer. Earlier in our proceedings, she gave us a fabulous song from John Lennon. And then this morning, another beautiful song from America. And now, she is going to sing to you one of the most famous and most beautiful RajaYoga songs. A one that says everything you need to know. So please welcome Sister Elizabeth from San Francisco.
Om Shanti. So I'd like to offer a song of peace as a meditation. Om Shanti Om. ये ध्वनि मंगल ध्वनि है, ओम शांति ओम शांति I'm a peaceful soul. Go. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
And so, brothers and sisters, what are you? Well done. You took the lesson very well indeed. So that was Sister Elizabeth from San Francisco, and now it's time for us to meet some more Raj-yogis from the West. And this evening we have three great Raj-yogis from very different backgrounds. I'd like to invite them up onto the stage now. First, Mr. Golo Pilz, who comes from Germany, but who has been very instrumental in creating, I think, what is the first steam-powered solar panel, electricity system, which I think is going to be opened very soon. So he is quite a character. And the second person I'd like to invite is very different. This is Dr. Awatif Sharaf from Bahrain, who is a surgeon. And to interview them, I'd like to invite our dear sister Caroline Ward, who will take them with you on a journey of their life. If Caroline Ward could come onto the stage, we've lost her. Oh no,
we found
there
her.
she is.
So
I leave you in the good hands of Caroline.
Thank you, Anthony. So just before I go on stage to find out more about the stories of Golo and Awatif, let me see who has been here this morning or yesterday evening. Can I get a show of hands? Wow, quite a few of you. So welcome back. And those of you who are here for the first time tonight, very warm welcome. So what I'm going to do is ask those of you who have been here yesterday or this morning, what are some of the key things that for you were important, that you go, oh, I'm going back for more because I liked that? So who would like to share something with me? Well, you put your hand up first. Let's see if I can get to you. Yes. Easy access. What's your name?
I'm Varun. And the thing what I would like to tell to the gathering today is Diya, which means to give. And this is what we need to take along with for these 2 days.
I like that. We need to take to give.
We need to give.
Yeah, we have to take away, we have to give. Yeah, very nice. And so Varun, what did you understand for yourself, that when you give, what happens?
That feeling which is coming when we give is something which is very priceless, very precious, which we cannot give, which we cannot get in any other thing. So this is something which is very priceless.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Varun. Anyone else from over here would like to share something? Pointing at the back. Okay. Yes. What is your name?
Om Shanti. My name is Kunal, and I would like to share my experience on this great platform of Brahma Kumaris. That the knowledge which has been given here, it is of ultimate utility in each and every sphere of life. It actually awakens our soul. It awakens our real selves to get success, because if we are peaceful within, we can attain anything and everything in this universe, and that too with a very beautiful energy. And the people, the souls in our surroundings get so much satisfaction. We also develop such a great aura around ourselves, and the feeling is really great, really great.
Okay. I think we need to contract you for a series of TV commercials. I think we need to contract you because you're so inspired. Wonderful. It's changed your life. Wonderful. Really changed. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Okay, let's hear from one more person down here, and then I'll go and join my friends on stage. Yes. What's your name?
Hello everyone, I'm Poonam, and the thing I learned since yesterday is that we should focus on I and not we. So if I take responsibility, I think I can make a difference.
Wonderful. And I'm remembering when Sister Shivani said that out of a relationship, it only takes one person to change the relationship, and am I going to be that person? That impacted you too. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Okay, thank you all. One more. Okay, one more. Let's hear from you.
Well, I'm K.K. Singh, ex-professor. I am touched with the immense power what God has blessed inside us, that we thought to find out through technology and different ways of wisdom and language, but the real science and the power which lies within us in our thought power and feeling, how we can change ourselves, our family, and our surrounding. That main teaching and focus of Brahma Kumari is very relevant, and it can give a person a real life what he is seeking on the earth.
Thank you very much. Okay. So for those of you who've just joined us, you can expect more jewels like this from our eminent teachers on the stage. But first, we're going to get up close and personal with Brother Golo and Sister Awatif. So, Brother Golo is an interesting character. He looks quite Indian in a way, doesn't he? And he even does Indian movements with his head. He's told me he's learned how to negotiate with Indians. Because he's lived here for over 20 years, that's how much he adores this country and the people who live here. He's originally from Germany, and he is a very interesting person in that he has these inspirations which he says are very much divinely inspired, and they're impossible to imagine how to do, and that doesn't stop him. He just starts. And then what happens is now the Brahma Kumaris are the biggest independent private user of renewable energies in the world. I'm saying in the world. He said India, but I think it's the world. What's details between friends? Okay, so Golo, tell us, because this is not just a technology issue for you, you're inspired by something divine that's moving you towards something more beautiful. Talk to us about that.
Thank you very much. And I have to say we're big in India, but if we are the biggest, I really don't know. When I was a small boy, about 5 or 6 of age, I thought I'm born in Germany. I was born, and I looked around and I thought I'm born in the wrong country, in the wrong time, and I have the wrong parents. And I went to my mum and said, "Mama, what happened wrong with me?" My mother was confused. She said, "Nothing, all is okay." But I felt odd. Something was wrong. Then 1985, 84, I came in contact with Brahma Kumaris. I came to India. And then suddenly in India, I came first time to New Delhi, 1985. Can you imagine? No traffic, no noise, no pollution, silent, tranquil, very nice bazaar, very beautiful. And I felt at home in India. It was very interesting. I felt for the first time really at home. And you know, we yogis, we believe in the transgression of the soul, that the soul goes from one body to the other. And I pieced together that in previous life I was in India. This Atma is an Indian one. So that was my first inspiration, that I came home to India. And then I came to Mount Abu in Rajasthan, which was a very, very remote place. In those days we had no fax, no internet, no mobile phone. We had a telex machine which was 80% out of action. A teleprinter was it called. Otherwise no communication with the rest of the world. And so I saw the place, and we had power cuts, about 50%, 80% power cuts. And I thought, we have so much sunshine in India, Surya. And even Surya is in India a deity. So why not to make use of the sun? And I got this inspiration to help the Brahma Kumaris, but also the local people with bringing solar technology, doing research projects, and bringing this kind of clean technology to Brahma Kumaris, but also to Abu Road, to Rajasthan, and inspire people more and more to make use. And the inspiration just comes like a lightning into my head. It's a divine inspiration about putting up a system or having an idea, and then I sort of go for it. Then I have a lot of enthusiasm. Sometimes it's very difficult in India because it's a bit of a cultural shock when you're a German and you come to India. A German says 1 + 1 is 2, and you ask the Indian and he says, maybe. So it took me some time to Indianize myself, but now I'm fully with you.
I told you he's an interesting character, right? And he has many, many stories, but you can imagine you can tell a little bit about the India One project, just a little bit so that people have a sense of the enormity, the massive nature of these little ideas that jump in, and then he has to invent his way forward and find the people and the resources.
So we started 20 years ago to do research and development in solar technology because India needs that. Because we have a lot of energy demand, a lot of sunshine, but we don't have so many resources in India. So we started with small systems, photovoltaic, small wind generators, solar cooking, solar lanterns, distributed them also, and made research projects with the Indian ministry, with the German government, got some funding. About 8 years ago, we had the idea to set up a power station. And this is a very interesting and innovative project. The name is India One. You can look it up in the internet if you Google India One.
Not now.
It's a 1 megawatt solar thermal power station, and the speciality is we can store the energy overnight. This is one of the crucial factors in renewable energy, that you have to store the energy. The project has a total budget of 80 crores, And we get half of the budget from the Germans. We get very generous contribution also from the Indian Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. I was yesterday there. And the good news is that last week we gone operational after 8 years of work. And I have to say, we had so many problems on this journey, technological problems, bring the technology. We had human resource issues, we had financial problems, 8 years, maybe 50, 80 trips to India, coming to New Delhi also. I lost most of my hair in the wake of the project. And so you can imagine, but through yoga, it always enabled me to come out of the problem and look for the solution. My connection, my spirituality helped me also in difficult and critical times of the project to do not lose hope, to move forward, to look for a solution, and ultimately after 8 years it is done, and I'm a very happy person and I'm ready for a long holiday.
I thought, can you just say what it is? It's a power plant, but what is it?
Well, we are having big dishes, and we concentrate, we focus, we catch the sunlight.
How many big dishes?
We have 770 big dishes. It's on an area of 55 acres, and each dish is about 15 meters height, has 60 square meter. We catch the sunlight, concentrate it into a receiver. We heat up the receiver to 500 degrees. We pump water through it, and we generate steam, send it to a turbine. The turbine produces electricity. This is a very, very complicated project. I actually wanted to retire a long time ago and meditate and forget all about this world. And since last 8 years, I'm thinking in thermal fluid dynamics, in heating, in cooling, in calculations, kilowatt, megawatt, and all these formulas are in my brain. So it's quite a job on one side to have yoga and go in silence and go in the depth, and on the other side dealing with such a complex project. And Brahma Kumaris is also a recognized research center with the government, and our aim is to make this technology available for India, because our Prime Minister Modi has a very great vision for India to make it clean and to make it green, and for that we need solar technology. So that's the contribution of Brahma Kumaris towards its great aim.
Yeah. Thank you, Golo. Thank you, Brother Golo. So we're changing dynamics again here. I want to read something first because, will you open that for me? Awatif is a surgeon, as Anthony mentioned. She is a mother of 4, a single mother. She's going to tell a little bit that story. She is from the cultural and faith tradition, which is Islam, in Bahrain. And she is both joyous and light, and she has stories that come from her family. Her father, you can tell the story what your father said. But I have here a couple of WhatsApp messages from her children, because I was interested to know not what she says, but what they said about her. And so this is from her son, who is 24?
He's 30.
Oh, he's 30. Okay, so my mum entered the world of meditation at a turbulent time for us as a family. She gradually grew in wisdom, strength, and he puts in inverted commas, goodness. After more than 12 years in this field, she has reached a stage where she exudes such peace that anyone who's in her presence cannot help but notice. I keep hearing this from people who meet her even in quick interactions. However, we sometimes feel that she's so strong that we cannot offer anything she cannot do for herself. She just seems so self-sufficient. I love my mama. And I wanted to read that because I think, you know, so often I have sisters and a brother who are parents, and they're often trying to work out how to kind of fix their children, right? How to get their children on track. And I think from these testimonials of children, it shows that if you do the work yourself, they get inspired and they see and they feel and they follow. So finally, I just read from the daughter who's 27. On first glance, meditation has made my mum much more relaxed and less reactive. She's a source of strength, but also a source of comfort. But I think more importantly, meditation has brought ease, simplicity, and unconditional love to our family. I see a truer version of my mum that is able to give unconditionally and expect nothing in return. I feel our relationship as a family is closer to the truth as it really is, not needing any words or gifts to prove what it really is. True, unconditional love. I love my mama. So on that note, which, you know, it's incredible because she's incredibly humble, but to hear that sort of praise from your children must mean something, that all the effort is worth it. And the journey that you've been on, which I know has not always been easy, it has its benefits and results. So would you share with us, please, Awatif?
First, it is my great pleasure to be with all of you in this really, really unique gathering. So my story is completely different. So what happened that actually I am not a person who has lots of questions, and I was not a seeker. What happened in 2004 that my husband was diagnosed to have brain cancer. It was an advanced stage, stage 4, and we took him to USA for treatment. And of course he undergone surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and the doctors told me that your husband's future lifespan will be a range of between 6 months to 2 years. So that was really a shock for me, in a way that we have a denial sometimes. A person with 4th stage cancer, that's expected, but I did not want to hear it. And I heard it from them. So at that stage, I felt that I really need help. I need to be stronger. I need to be stronger for myself, for my husband, for my children. And there in USA, there was a place for people touched with cancer. I went there with my brother, who was accompanying me in this trip. And the sister there took me to a meditation experience. It was a different meditation. It is guided imaginary, like the sister creates visualization and allow me to be in that experience. I felt very good. I was relaxed, and I thought that I want to continue this kind of meditation. I continued at that time, and at that time I was really interested to know more, and I was searching on internet to looking for hope, looking at the stories, reading the stories, how far each one who was diagnosed with cancer, how many months, how many years he lived after that. And I came across the books of the surgeon Bernie Siegel. He is a surgeon and encouraged positive thinking, and he had many books, maybe some of you know about him. And he was talking about meditation and the effect on diagnosed chronic patients and how far it helped them in their journey.
Awatif, was your husband also meditating?
He was not meditating. What happened that after this journey, when I went back home and I knew about RajaYoga by chance, I was in the hairdresser, and a British sister there, when I talked to her about my experience, she told me that there is a center in Bahrain where they are teaching RajaYoga. And I was very happy, and I called them, I took the timing for the first course, and I joined that course. So what happened, he was not practicing meditation, but later in August 2004, after 6 months, after we went back to Bahrain, and I was sending his MRI, magnetic radio image, to USA, and they told me that there is a regrowth and you have to come back for gamma knife radio surgery. So what happened in August 2004, there was the first retreat in Oxford for Middle East.
Okay, Oxford is the Brahma Kumari's
Yes.
retreat center, international
Yes.
retreat center
Yes.
in
Yes.
the UK.
So, yes. So I planned that my daughter and my sister come from Bahrain, and I went with my husband to the procedure in USA. I planned to come to the time of the retreat conduction. He was with me in the journey. He was not into meditation. He was feeling peaceful, but in that retreat he attended those sessions and he practiced meditation, and he also visited the center after we came back.
Mm-hmm. And so tell me, he died or passed away, or as we would say in Brahma Kumaris, the soul left the body behind.
Yes.
And since that time, you've been continuing with RajaYoga meditation because it made a difference for you in your life and obviously with your family.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Actually, after I started practicing RajaYoga meditation, the first effect, at that time my husband was still alive in Bahrain, so the first effect was in my work. I was the chief of medical staff, medical doctors in primary health care centers in Ministry of Health. We had at that time around 19, 20 health centers. So the job was a lot, lots of operational and planning, training, responding to complaints from patients, interactions, higher level with the minister, between countries. So there was a lot to be done. But as much as there was much work, I was feeling inside me, I am quiet. I feel whatever there in the agenda, it is there out, but there is a stillness. There's an anchor inside me. And I felt really centered, and I felt really concentrated. And I noticed how quick I was finishing the things.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you a secret, which I found out. Can you imagine that Awatif used to be a very angry person? Can you imagine from her demeanor now and from telling this story? But she told me that she used to be...
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. I was an angry person. And that was reflected on my children in a way that I raise my voice whenever there is something I'm not happy about. And of course, with meditation, that transformed a lot. If you can see the response of my daughter, there is reaction, sometimes much more relaxed. So there is no anger, some reaction, yes. And my son was telling her, his auntie, he was telling her, Auntie, now there are no Nikes. Because whenever I raise my voice, they were putting the mark Nikes, you know.
They were marking you every
like
time.
Nike, you know, the mark of
the Nike
sports.
mark.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do it. Just
yes,
do it.
Yes, yes. So he was telling his auntie, now there are no Nikes. And my father, he was telling me, Awatif, what is this meditation? You were the one who was the most angry person between your sisters. I had 7 sisters. And you were the one who was really speaking very fast, and now you are the most quiet, and you are speaking very slowly. What is this meditation? And I shared with him lots about meditation and conducted with him meditation, and he enjoyed it. And he left his body last July. And my father was the single parent after the death of my mother when I was 14 years, and he was the mother and the father for us. And with all this very strong relationship, I really was able to be stable in July when he left his body, and able to help my sisters and brothers in this journey.
Wow, so big changes for you. And sometimes it's so interesting. I meet people now, and I can't imagine that they were so different. I can't imagine I was so different either. So thank you, Awatif. And Golo, I understand that you not only like to be in action, you also love to sit in deep silence and be quiet, which, you know, is something not unimaginable, but because you're very active and very vibrant and very kind of creative energy, but you love to sit and you've got a discipline around your meditation, haven't you? And your relationship with God. Would you like to share or no?
For me, meditation is a key to explore my inner world. Interestingly, in science, 150 years ago, in the West, there came this idea that here's the world of physics, and there's the mind, and they have nothing to do. They are separated. And this separation made us lose our home and made us lose our connection to the world. So that's why we don't care for the world at the moment in reality. We have an environmental initiative and we are participating at the climate change conferences, and you all know about climate change, and the news are not so nice. We're really not taking care of our planet. We're destroying it at the moment because we have separated and distanced us. And interestingly, in the last years, quantum physics came up with the idea that I, the mind, the consciousness, I'm very much connected to this world. Some scientists, they tell us, this world exists because I observe it. And my thoughts have a very profound impact into the world. They have a profound impact into my friends, into my body, but also in the physical reality. In the last 10 years, a lot of research work has come up which proves more and more this connection. So what fascinates me in meditation is that I can become a master, and I can become a creator, and I can help in God's task to create Ramraj or Satyuga and make this world a better place. Of course, therefore, I have to wake up spirituality, and meditation is the discipline, yoga is the way where you sit and you go in silence and you connect to the Supreme Being, which is very still, very silent, is shining light, full of all positive qualities. And this connection fills me up with powers, gives me strength, gives me hope, gives me determination. And then when I come back into this physical reality, I'm a different person. I'm full with powers and with strength, and this gives me an impact. And I can feel how I can change things, not only through speech or through action, but very, very much through my drishti, through my vision, and through my positive thoughts. So for me, yoga is the ultimate tool to become a creator and a change maker. And we all like to change our life, isn't it? We all like to change and improve. And we all see the problems in the world, and we like to change the problems in the world. And yoga is the key, where we all jointly will become masters, and then we jointly can create heaven on earth, Satyuga. So yoga is everything for me.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Golo. Well, I think that brings us to a point where we can close and say thank you very much to Awatif and to Golo for sharing their really private and personal journey with all of us. So thank you. And we hand back now to our MCs. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Caroline, Golo, and Avatif. That was very interesting. This evening, we are not only giving, but we are receiving a lot also. So it's a give and take, two-way traffic. I would like to welcome Chanchal Yadav from the New Delhi Municipal Council, who is actually representing the chairman, Mr. Naresh Kumar. And so I request the sisters to first honor Chanchal Yadav with a badge and a bouquet. Just before we continue with our program, Mrs. Chanchal Yadav is actually representing the New Delhi Municipal Council, and so they would like to honor the guests from the Brahma Kumaris with a shawl and a shield from the Municipal Council. And so I request Mrs. Chanchal Yadav to first present the shawls to Sister Mohini. Is Sister Jayanti around somewhere? Sister Jayanti from London? No? Oh, while Sister Jayanti joins us, Sister Chakradhari, representing Delhi and Russia. Sister Jayanti. Sister Jayanti from the UK and Europe. Sister Moira. Sister Moira. I'll call out the names. Sister Moira, Caroline, Elizabeth, Kim, David, Anthony, Golo, Charlie. Moira, that was Moira from Argentina. Caroline from Chile. Elizabeth from San Francisco, USA. Brother Colo from Germany and Mount Abu. David, Australia and Mount Abu. Anthony from UK. Kim. Anthony. Charlie from Australia. And Prativa from Kenya. Now I request Mrs. Chanchal Yadav to present the shields. First, the shield goes to the headquarters, Mount Abu. Brother Bridge Mohan would represent Mount Abu. Brother Charlie. Brother Charlie represent Australasia for the Brahma Kumaris. Sister Moira will receive the shield on behalf of South America. Sister Moira. Meanwhile, Sister Mohini for the whole of the Americas. Sister Mohini. Sister Mohini for the Americas. Sister Jayanti for Europe. Sister Chakradhari. Sister Chakradhari for Russia, the Baltic and the CIS. And Sister Pratibha for Africa. Yes, so that was a beautiful ritual of giving and receiving. I now request Brother Brij Mohan. Brother Brij Mohan is the Additional Secretary General of the Brahma Kumaris, Mount Abu. Brother Brij Mohan is actually wearing a lot of hats. If I mention one and not the other, I wouldn't be fair. But I know Brother Brij Mohan for the last 43 years. He is a Raj Yogi for many, many years. But a lot of people feel that when you become a Raj Yogi, you're like taking a sannyas. But when you spend little time with Brother Brij Mohan, you will agree with me that a spiritual path is not a boring path, but a very lively one. It has a balance. And so I request Brother Brij Mohan to share some inspirations with us this evening.
Om Shanti. मैं हिंदी में बोलूँगा क्योंकि सब हिंदी जानते हैं। आज के अंतिम सत्र में मंच पर आसीन राजयोगी बहनों और भाइयों और सभा में पधारे हुए सात समुंदर पार के राजयोगी भाइयों और बहनों और भारत के योग प्रेमियों, आज मैं आपको एक मैक्रो सीन दिखाना चाहता हूं। अब तक हमने राजयोग के जीवन में क्या लाभ हैं उसके बारे में सुना है, लेकिन इसके पीछे एक बहुत बड़ा ईश्वरीय योजना प्लान है। थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में भी चर्चा होना जरूरी है। आप देखेंगे कि यह जो विचित्र प्रकार का यूनिक तरह का एक कार्यक्रम हो रहा है, इसके पीछे परमात्मा की क्या योजना है। हम जानते हैं कि भारत योग की जन्मभूमि है। हम भारतवासी ये भी जानते हैं कि योग के जो सोर्स हैं परमपिता परमात्मा, उनकी भारत ही अवतरण भूमि है और हम भारतवासियों को इस बात पर बहुत गर्व है। भारत का ये योग सारी दुनिया में पहुंच गया क्योंकि ये भारत का योग से ही सारी दुनिया एक हुई थी। कल आपको बहनों ने बताया कि एक सिंगल थॉट में कितनी पावर है और अगर ये सिंगल थॉट विश्व के सभी महाद्वीपों में पैदा हो जाए तो उससे क्या नहीं हो सकता। अगर आप दुनिया के एटलस को देखें, ग्लोब को देखें, तो आप पाएंगे कि आज विश्व अनेक कॉन्टिनेंट्स में बटा हुआ है। अभी अभी हमने देखा कि भारत की राजधानी दिल्ली, न्यू दिल्ली की म्युनिसिपल काउंसिल ने अलग अलग कॉन्टिनेंट्स को ऑनर करने के लिए शील्ड दिए। लेकिन अगर आप और गौर से भारत के दुनिया के नक्शे को देखें तो आप ये जान सकते हैं कि दुनिया कभी एक थी। ये तो ठीक बात है, एक परमात्मा ने एक दुनिया रची, एक इंसानियत रची, एक मानवता रची। आज हम उसका वर्णन करते हैं, लेकिन अगर आप गौर से देखें नक्शे को तो जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया है उसका जो नॉर्दर्न हिस्सा है वो भारत के वेस्ट बंगाल की तरफ से जोड़े तो जुड़ जाता है। इसी प्रकार से अगर आप देखें तो अफ्रीका जो है वो भारत के वेस्ट कोस्ट से जोड़े तो जुड़ जाता है। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि कभी दुनिया एक थी। जब एक थी तो हम कहते हैं कि भारत ही विश्व था और विश्व भी भारत था। धीरे धीरे वो योग टूटने से दुनिया भी टूट गई, खंड भी टूट गए। अब उसको दोबारा जोड़ना है तो क्या जुड़ सकता है? दुनिया के लोग तो कहेंगे नहीं जुड़ सकता। लेकिन अगर दुनिया के रहने वाले जो हम मानव हैं, अगर वो जुड़ जाएं तो फिजिकली भी जुड़ जाएगी। इसलिए आज का ये जो इवेंट है ये कोई साधारण नहीं है। ये कोई व्यक्तिगत योग अभ्यास करने से व्यक्ति के जीवन को परफेक्ट बनाने का भी नहीं है। क्यों कि आज के इम्परफेक्ट वर्ल्ड में कोई परफेक्ट बन ही नहीं सकता। जब तक सारी दुनिया में परफेक्शन नहीं होगा तो कोई व्यक्ति या ग्रुप ऑफ पर्सन्स कैसे परफेक्शन अचीव कर सकता है। इसलिए अगर आप गौर से देखें और अपने आप को शरीर से अलग करके आत्मा समझ के देखें तो आप पाएंगे कि ये जो 7 समुंदर पार के राजयोगी यहाँ आए हैं, ये कोई साधारण आत्मा नहीं है। ये कोई अपने जीवन के सुधार के लिए या कुछ एक अन्य देशों के व्यक्तियों के जीवन में चेंज लाने के लिए नहीं है। ये सारे विश्व में चेंज लाने के लिए है। और इनके इकट्ठे थॉट्स अब आप देख रहे हैं सभा में क्या हो रहा है कल से, कि अनेक देशों के, अनेक प्रकार के कल्चर्स के जो भी भाई बहन यहाँ आए हैं, आपको लगता है कि ये विदेशी है या वहां के हैं, ये अपना ही भाई बहन है। योग का पहला मतलब है अपनापन। तो क्या आप देख रहे हैं कि हम सब जो बैठे हैं, चाहे अपनी भाषाएं नहीं जानते हो, क्योंकि अब तो भाषाएं भी अनेक हो गई, इनमें आपको अपनापन लगता है या नहीं? दिल को छूता है या नहीं? अगर लगता है तो जरा हाथ उठा के इन सब का जो सारी दुनिया को एक करने आए हैं, जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत कीजिए। तो जैसे दिल को दिल खींचता है और अगर सारी दुनिया की आत्माओं के दिल मिल जाए तो खींचेंगे, इसी प्रकार से ये 7 समुंदर पार के राजयोगी जो सबसे दूर देश चिल्ली है, वहां से लेकर ऑस्ट्रेलिया से लेकर हर कॉन्टिनेंट से इकट्ठे हुए हैं। ये ना सिर्फ मनुष्यों को इकट्ठे करने के लिए इकट्ठे हुए हैं, बल्कि जो कॉन्टिनेंट्स सेपरेट हो गए थे वो भी जल्दी जुड़ने वाले हैं। ये आप समझ लीजिए और गौर से सोचिए कैसे जुड़ेंगे। ये फिजिकली तब जुड़ेंगे जब हम लोग मानसिक तौर पर जुड़ेंगे और ये इसी ईश्वरीय कार्य को करने में लगे हुए हैं। फिर से सोचिए कि हमारा भारत विश्व का राजधानी और दिल्ली खास तौर पे दुनिया में अगर कोई ऐसा कैपिटल सिटी है जो थ्रू आउट द साइकिल रहा है, जो सतयुग में भी इंद्रप्रस्थ था, ठाकुर की दिल्ली थी, आज चाहे ठिक्कर की बन गई हो, और कोई दुनिया का कैपिटल ऐसा नहीं है जो एंशिएंट मोस्ट हो और सारे सतयुग से लेकर आज तक भी दुनिया के प्राचीनतम देश की राजधानी हो। तो हम सब दिल्ली निवासी हैं। जोरदार अपने भाग्य पर ताली बजाइए कि हम कहाँ के हैं। और दिल्ली वालों का काम क्या है? तैयारी करना, टू रिसीव, कि इतने हमारे भाई बहन वहां से आए हैं और एक नए विश्व का उद्घाटन परमात्मा इनके द्वारा करा रहे हैं, तो हमें इनका कितना स्वागत करना चाहिए, मानसिक तौर पे स्वागत करना चाहिए कि हमारे लिए क्या कर रहे हैं। आज दुनिया में लोग वीसा लेकर जाते हैं, पासपोर्ट लेकर जाते हैं, उनकी तलाशी होती है, ये सब आज की दुनिया के सीन है। इसलिए परमात्मा पिता का अवतरण भारत में किस लिए हुआ था? हम सब जानते हैं कि परमात्मा पिता गीता के भगवान का अवतरण इसलिए हुआ था कि जो दुनिया परमात्मा ने रची थी, एक विश्व, सतयुग, सत्य के आधार पर, वो विश्व आज टुकड़े टुकड़े होकर इतना विचित्र हो गया है कि परमात्मा को खुद हैरानी होती है कि मेरी रचना का क्या हाल हो गया। भारत में ही इतनी भाषाएं हैं कि मैं कहीं चला जाऊं तमिलनाडु में तो मेरी ट्रांसलेशन होती है। इसी प्रकार से सारे विश्व में चले जाएं तो क्या हाल है। हमारे करेंसी नोट पर, भारत के करेंसी नोट पर कितनी भाषाओं में लिखने पड़ता है, 100 रुपया 100 रुपया 100 रुपया। और अगर आप दुनिया की एक करेंसी करना चाहें तो कितने देशों की भाषाओं में लिखना पड़ेगा, तो कॉमन करेंसी नहीं हो सकती। इसलिए भगवान का कहते हैं कि मेरे बच्चों ने एक बहुत सिंपल सी चीज थी, उसको जरा सा बदल के ये कर लिया, और वो था योग। योग मैंने जुड़ना, थोड़ा छोटा मोटा जुड़ना नहीं, सारे विश्व का जुड़ना, प्रकृति का जुड़ना, जितने पशु पंछी हैं, जितने फ्लोरा फौना, सबका जुड़ना। अब आप देखिए, अगर हमने योग का बिल्कुल आसान तरीका देखना हो तो सबसे पक्का योग और सबसे आसानी से समझे जाने वाला योग किससे है? हम जानते हैं कि हमारे को ह्यूमन बीइंग कहा जाता है, ह्यूमन और बीइंग, ह्यूमन फिजिकल और बीइंग आत्मा। तो सबसे प्यारा योग सबको जो लगता है वो आत्मा और शरीर का है। आप सबको अपने शरीर से प्यार है? सबसे ज्यादा प्यार किससे अपने शरीर से है तो हाथ उठाइए। उठा रहे कोई? नहीं उठा रहे? थोड़े क्यों उठा रहे हैं भाई? आपको अपने शरीर से प्यार है या नहीं? सबसे प्यारा कौन सी चीज है जो उसको आप समझते सदा साथ रहे? हैं? अगर हमारे पीछे कोई पिस्टल रख दे, बोले जान चाहिए तो या और चीज है, तो आप क्या कहेंगे? सब कुछ ले लो, जान बख्श दो। तो इसलिए सबसे प्यारा कनेक्शन आत्मा का शरीर से है। अच्छा ठीक है, अब ज्यादा प्यार शरीर को आत्मा से है या आत्मा को शरीर से है? ज्यादा जरूरत शरीर को आत्मा की है या आत्मा को शरीर की है? चलो यही बता दीजिए। हैं? शरीर को आत्मा की है, क्योंकि आत्मा तो फिर भी रहेगी, थी, है और होगी। शरीर बेचारे का क्या होगा? तो शरीर सोचता है कि कहीं आत्मा मेरे से जुड़ी रहे। अब सोचिए कि शरीर और आत्मा का योग नेचुरल होना चाहिए या कि मेहनत करके होना चाहिए? नेचुरल होना चाहिए। तो इसलिए जब परमपिता परमात्मा ने दुनिया रची, क्या किया? हमारी आत्मा की बैटरी को इतना चार्ज कर दिया जो सारा साइकिल चल सके। ऐसे नहीं कि आपको सतयुग में अपनी आत्मा की बैटरी योग लगा के रिचार्ज करनी पड़ती थी या हठ योग करके रिचार्ज, नहीं। अब आप इसको और आसानी से समझने के लिए इस बेहद की बात को मैक्रो लेवल पर एक बीज को सामने लाइए। बीज, ये गीता में लिखा हो, बट आई एम टॉकिंग इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज। A seed is the father of the tree. Okay? Seed gives all its power to the roots. So roots are the mother of the tree. And the first child of the tree is when the two leaves come out of the any botanical seed. तो पहला परिवार क्या हुआ? Father God, mother roots और छोटा सा तना with two leaves. Then it grows, that is the first family, but it grows and grows, and then you know there are children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Now you visualize a full-grown tree. Now what is happening? Now today we are at the roots of the full-grown tree. A full-grown tree में क्या होता है कि there is a very remote connection of the leaf up with the seed below. Maybe the seed leaf is not aware at all of the seed. So therefore, we take the example of a banyan tree. It has a little seed, it grows very big, the root is gone, the trunk is also gone, and then the branches come down and take roots, and this is how the tree is standing. Today we are in the same position. कि भगवान ने जो दुनिया रची, जैसे सीड में सारे वृक्ष का ताकत होता है। किसी वृक्ष की आयु 100 years होती है, किसी की 50 years होती है। इसी प्रकार से गॉड ने ये जो सीड रचा, इन सोल फॉर्म कुछ नहीं हो सकता। सीड इज ए सीड व्हेन इट इज इन सीड फॉर्म, बट व्हेन इट इज सोन देन द थिंग स्टार्ट्स। उसके बाद क्या होता है कि बढ़ जाता है। यू विल नोटिस कि जब हमें तकलीफ होनी शुरू होती है, एक तो हम गॉड को याद करते हैं, सीड को, इन द इनकॉर्पोरियल फॉर्म। उसके बाद हम क्या करते हैं, उसको याद करते हैं, हु वाज अवर फिजिकल फादर, द एंसेस्ट्रल फादर। वो हम ब्रह्मा और सरस्वती को याद करते हैं। इन डिफरेंट रिलीजन्स वी कॉल इट एडम एंड ईव, आदम और हवा इत्यादि, बिकॉज they were our ancestors. तो therefore आज जो वो कार्य था जो परमात्मा ने हमारी बैटरी भरी थी, आज वो बैटरी डिस्चार्ज हो गई है। तो वो बैटरी को छोटी मोटी बैटरी नहीं थी जो एक दिन भरनी पड़े। So we must know that yoga is not forever. Yoga is also a medicine, a cure for something. When that is cured, just as when your battery is fully charged, then you do not need the charger. And then it is used for long time. It takes little time to charge, and long time to use it. So therefore, इसका मैक्रो व्यू ये है, आज हमारी दुनिया उस स्टेज पे आ गई है जब सारी जड़ खत्म, ट्रंक खत्म, बीज तो भूल ही गया. So we are depending on the branches which have taken roots. तो उससे तो ज्यादा नहीं चल सकता. तो अब वो टाइम है. Therefore, God takes mercy on us. There are so many problems, you go on, the problems are growing, getting into crisis and so on. But there is a silver lining in the sky, कि अब ये change का समय है. When does the seed reappear? When the tree degenerates completely. So now that is the time, and God being the creator and almighty authority, God does not interfere and take part in this world drama. It is left to us souls. But He does give His power to certain souls, not all the souls, who were originally born out of the roots. And these souls who are coming from different countries, they are not actually foreigners. They are Indians, those ancestors who took power from the roots, and then it has spread. So they are returning home again to Bharat, and therefore we are all joining together. Lastly, I would like to say that a tree doesn't grow suddenly the whole of the tree. It is born and then it is a sapling and then it grows. So those souls who were in the sapling stage of the last seed, last tree, they are collecting, joining together because they take sustenance from the seed god through the roots, and then the two leaves, Brahma and Saraswati, and we are now joining together. It's a very big thing happening, and God gives us power and purity. So you will see very soon the change. The evil only is destroyed. When people will talk of destruction, we don't talk of total destruction. That never takes place. Evil gets destroyed, the new sapling grows, and that will be paradise very soon. Om Shanti.
That was a beautiful way of connecting all of us in a form of a tree. And so we all belong to the same seed, irrespective of where we come from. I now request Sister Mohini to present a token gift to Mrs. Chanchal Yadav. And soon after that, I think you should all be ready. Sit up straight, because Sister Mohini is going to take us into an experience of meditation. Do not relax in such a way that you go to sleep, but you need to take an experience. Thank you, Sister Mohini. Sister Mohini is originally from Delhi. She came to the Brahma Kumaris 60 years ago. So you can imagine what a treasure store Sister Mohini is. She was educated here with a degree in political science and journalism. But soon after her studies, she dedicated her life to this service, godly service. And in the 70s, Sister Mohini had the opportunity to serve out of India, and she's been serving out of India since then, but based in New York. Sister Mohini has a beautiful balance. I've known her for many years. Spirituality, but also all-round knowledge of the world. Whatever topic you talk to Sister Mohini, she's got insight on that. And so I request Sister Mohini to take us into an experience of meditation. And Brother David, who's been sitting here in the corner, who's originally from Australia, but living in Mount Abu, and if you see, he is multitasking all the different instruments and creating that very soothing music for us for the meditation. So Brother David will play the music, and Sister Mohini will take us into a meditation experience.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Before we go into the experience, to be with God, to be a true self, I want to extend congratulations to Brother Brij Mohanji, Ashaben, and all those who thought about bringing us all together. Even he did mention about Raj Yogis coming from different parts of the world, but also for many of us who were sent from Bharat, and for us to come together here in such a feeling of belonging, as he said, Apnapan, where even I had been abroad more than 40 years. But whenever I come, the way I am received with love, and Ashaban always says to me, this is your home, this is your capital, so I really feel very welcome. So on behalf of all the double foreigners, I'm saying double because that's the word we use in our organization, that we all are foreigners because nobody really is permanent in this world, but also we come from different countries. Those who come from different countries, so we are called them as double foreigners. But for all the behalf of all those who are part of this conference invited by Brother Brishwan Bhai and the team, I really want to extend our congratulations, and I would want everyone, all foreigners, to give a big hand to Brother Brishwan Bhai. And he always thinks about how to bring West and East together. I think he made many attempts, and this had been very successful, that how internationally, as he said, it's one world, it's God's creation, and this belonging and the transformation is something very, very important, connecting with the seed. So I really, from my heart, send all greetings and, of course, a lot of blessings from God, that they can keep taking such initiatives for a long time also. Abhi hum sabhi, all of us will let go of everything. Even we had been listening to so many thoughts, so many talks, but at this point, just centralize yourself. Take few deep breaths in and out. Just relax. Bring your all energy upwards from your feet. Let go. If you're holding anything, from your knees, come more upwards. And focus. Centralize all your energy at the location of the third eye, center of forehead. And it is through the eye of your mind look at yourself, true self, as a sparkling, brilliant, a point like star of pure energy. I am this pure energy and light. I, as a true being of light, is also peaceful and loving by nature. Love and peace are my innate qualities. What I do is just to remind myself so that energy awakens. We say, Simirti. Just remind yourself of who am I, a very loveful and a peaceful soul. Purity is my natural state of being. A pure being, pure energy. Recognition, becoming aware of my true identity. By reminding myself as often as possible until it becomes natural that when I see body as a chariot, but I, the soul, as the master. This is my body, but just a costume. But I am a point of light, a pure being, loveful and peaceful. I detach myself from this body and I connect with everyone also as soul, as a point of light. We all are spiritual beings, a conscient being, being of love and light, very pure. This practice of soul consciousness and relationship with everyone in this soul consciousness create oneness, harmony, belonging, and now in this soul consciousness I feel going upwards to the source, my Supreme Father, my parents of the soul, one who is also ever pure. A beautiful light and I move towards this being, one who is ocean and also one who is bestower. As I forge my connection, I remember that I always belong to Him. He is my eternal parents. This loveful relationship and this loveful remembrance fills the soul with all God's qualities, powers in me. Ocean of love, I am absorbed, merged. I dive in this ocean of love, surrounded by the waves of love. Ocean of peace, ocean of knowledge, ocean of bliss. I feel myself. I claim my inheritance of love, peace, and bliss from my parents, from my Father, the Supreme, one who is benefactor, Sadashiv, and my Father, Baba, Shiv Baba. Just for a few moments, experience that you are in God's lap. Being immortal, He protects, He provides, takes care of us at every moment of the life. So I don't have to think of Him just to fix problems or to overcome difficulties. But my love, my relationship, and my remembrance should be natural. That Shiv Baba, I belong to you, and you also belong to me. I had forgotten you because of body consciousness, and now I recognize, and from Vismriti I have come back into Smriti of my Sarup, my Swadharma, and my relationship with you. God's love, God's light constantly is upon each one of us. Just think of God, create the presence, make Him companion and a friend, so that He is part of my life and I'm sustained by these parents. So that not only I claim bliss, but also blessings. As much I experience blessings through my attitude, through my thoughts and words, I also share those blessings to each one I meet anywhere in the world, not looking at anyone's physical identity, but as a soul. So tonight, we all with God's love and light create this life of blessing so that our every thought, word and action is for the service to humanity, to fulfill the task of God, to create the world of peace, of love, of harmony, undivided, just one. With determination, we will take on this task, and with power of God and directions, it will get accomplished. May you experience God's blessings and live a blissful and a balanced life. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
And now, for concluding remarks, I would like to invite Brother Charlie Hogg from Australia to make a short address.
Thank you very much, Anthony. I think we're still sitting in the beautiful atmosphere created by meditation. So I'd just like to share just a few thoughts with you. Around 6 months ago, excuse me, I was in a meeting in the headquarters of the Brahma Kumaris in Mount Abu with Brother Bridgemohan, Sister Asha, Sister Chakradari was also there. And we have an international team with representatives from all the continents of the world, and we meet twice a year to discuss and share. And Brother Bridgemohan suggested that we have an event in Delhi to really showcase RajaYoga. And as you know, the Brahma Kumaris have reached out to over 130 countries in the world. But everyone in India knows the Brahma Kumaris, but perhaps is not aware of the extent this organization has touched the hearts of millions of people around the world and transformed their lives. And I think Brother Bridgemohan's vision was he would love some of these Raja Yogis from different cultures and different continents to come here and share their experience of transformation. And I think I've been in all 3 sessions, and it's been a very, very unique experience because India is the home of yoga. India is the mother of yoga. India is the country where yoga originates from. India has exported it to every corner of this planet and touched and changed people. But during these few days, some of those people have come here and shared their experiences. And just as India has inspired them to change, I think a lot of the foreigners who've come here and shared from their heart, it's inspired many in this great city. And I've talked to many of you over the last few days, and I've been very touched by the inspiration that you have taken. And listening to all the wonderful speakers and the sharings from the talk show, I think what came through most for me was that we're living in very, very challenging times. Every single one of us sitting in this hall is facing challenges in life. And sometimes we come to programs like this, and we love it. We love what we hear. But we often have the thought, can I really do it? Can I really change? Can I bring transformation in my family, in myself? It seems a very high destination. And yet I think what I heard from all the speakers was one simple truth that seems to kickstart a transformation inside. And that simple truth is that really when I know myself and I don't just believe in God, but I really develop a relationship, a connection with God, the Supreme Soul, Paramatma, Shiv Baba, a real living relationship. That connection sparks a willpower, a determination, an inner strength, a newness within me. And my own feeling in my heart is that I hope those of you who have come here take the inspiration to really discover this connection for yourself. I know how it's changed me. A complete transformation in my mind and my emotional state, I would say. And a new spirituality has developed. And I think our aim was to just offer this connection with a lot of love, because it can bring an extraordinary transformation in life. But what I've enjoyed most about this gathering in this magnificent auditorium is the atmosphere. During the meditation commentary, I don't know what you felt, but such a wonderful feeling in this room. And the feeling which I had was, it triggered a memory that I came to India when I was 21 years old. I spent 6 months here, and I kept a diary as I was traveling around, and I had a dream in my mind that a lot of young people around the world would renounce their country and religion for the good of the world. Because unfortunately, a lot of these things divide us in this world at the moment. That they would step beyond this and just be world servers, be here to make this world a better place. And as I was sitting here in meditation, I was feeling that we've all come into this hall from different places, from different backgrounds, from different cultures, from different head spaces. But I think we've let them all go. And I think the feeling of becoming one family, a world family, not based on an identity of my body, but that spiritual identity as a soul and a child of God. It is such a sweet feeling. There's no differences based on color, caste, religion, and it can become a reality. And really, I think the beautiful fragrance in this hall has been that letting go of that limited thinking and stepping back into our spirituality. And I would just really, on behalf of all the international delegates, I would like to thank all of you from our hearts for your wonderful, generous-hearted welcome to all of us. So let's welcome and thank each other. You've been very lovely, and I often feel India is not only the mother of yoga, it's the mother of hospitality too. Because I think all of us who've come from all corners of this world have been cared for so beautifully with so much love and so much care. And I'd especially like to thank Brother Brij Mohan, who's sitting to my right here. Since the day we talked about this, he is really, how can I say, the senior brother of this organization, this world organization. And working with him, as I have done over the last 6 months or so, has been a wonderful lesson for me, because he has so much responsibility, but he always had time, he always had patience, and incredible humility, which I feel is the mark of spirituality. Because all the time he kept asking me, what do you think? Should we do this? Should we do that? It was really like we worked as a family, as a team. We had a wonderful team from all continents of the world working with him. So he demonstrated his practice in working with us as a team. So it's been really lovely. Thank you so much, Brij Mohan Bhai. And also Sister Asha, who is sitting right up in the back corner, I think. And a heartfelt thanks to Sister Asha. And everyone who's taken part and contributed, because it's really created a magnificent atmosphere. But especially I would like to thank one other person, that is Sister Sapna, who has been here constantly. She's designed the backdrop, she's designed the things in the foyer, the stalls in the foyer. She's done so much of the communication. So I'm not sure where she is, but if she's around, we would love to show our appreciation for Sister Sapna. So once again, heartfelt thanks to all of you, and I do hope that sometime you'll be able to reach Mount Abu and enjoy that wonderful atmosphere there as well. Many thanks and Om Shanti.
We're going to take away a beautiful message from Sister Chakradhari. Sister Chakradhari has been with the Brahma Kumaris for the last 55 years. She's done history with political science from the Punjab University, and then she's actually serving in 2 different areas. One is here in Delhi, and also taking care of the Russian and the Baltic and the CIS region, sitting here and of course visiting, traveling there. And so you can see that our brothers and sisters with spirituality does not only serve in one area, on one level, but as I mentioned earlier, they have a lot of hats, and that means a lot of responsibility. But the beauty is that through RajaYoga meditation, we experience that peace in such a way in our day-to-day life that you don't see any stress as such, although administrating in different areas. So Sister Chakradhari would share with us, and we would take that message and this evening's experience with us.
Om Shanti. Today's our loving guest and all the Raj Yogis sitting on the dais and all the respective personalities sitting before me. I'm very proud of this, that Brahma Kumaris, supported by Ministry of Ayush, organized this program and invited from 70 countries about 200 Raj Yogis. Why we invited few Raj Yogis from all those countries? We not only want to show you, but our aim is that whatever experience they gain in their life, their experience they will share with all of you, so that you all will become experienced of practicing Raj Yoga. Very few brothers and sisters went to 5 continents and spread this message, but this message was not only by the words, but this message was by the life which they have changed with the power of Raj Yoga. So for that purpose, we have invited all of you here, not only to listen that what the experience of Raj Yogis have gained in their life, But with their experience, we become experienced soul. And I want to tell you that yoga is not a difficult, which people have made it difficult somewhere. It's very easy, only to understand the self. If one understands that this body is only a costume, and the wearer of this costume is the soul, the conscient energy. And all those parents, brothers, sisters, whosoever they are, they belong to this body. But who is my father, mother, sister, and brother, from whom I can get that thing which we need into this world to lead our life happy and prosperous? It is only one, the Father of the soul, who is the Supreme Soul, who is like us, as we, the soul, are a point of light, a conscient energy. He is also a divine point of light, our Father, who is full of all the powers. If we develop our relation with Him, we can get all these powers as our inheritance from our Supreme Father. So I suggest you that whatever you have listened in these two days, don't only listen it, but never forget it. It is the message of the Father. Tell my children that I am the Father of all the souls, have come to give them the inheritance which they have a right. Unite each and every one with me. Let them enjoy peace and happiness. And their peace and happiness create the vibrations which will spread all around the world. In such a way, we all become the instrument to change this world only by changing ourselves. This is a message which each and everyone should take with them. It is the message of this conference which we organized. Thanking you. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Chakradhari-ben. Sitting in the midst of all these enlightened souls, of course, we all feel enlightened, but we get inspired also. And Mrs. Chanchal Yadav is also very inspired. She would like to share a few words with all of us.
I thank you all for inviting me here. It is indeed my privilege to be amongst you and learn a lot, especially from the talk show. I was really inspired and motivated by the experiences shared by the dignitaries during the talk show. It is a privilege of the Council, New Delhi Municipal Council, whom I represent, to extend this civic reception to all the dignitaries, RajaYogis, who have come from all across the world and are under this roof discussing the major issues. And as Brother Braj Mohan mentioned, that there is one solution, which is yoga, which is bringing all of us together. From the side of Council, I feel privileged and enlightened to be a part of this gathering. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Yadav. And so we end this 3-day conference. Doesn't mean that we end it, but we take this beautiful message with us and practically live that. And so I would request all of you to just have a moment of silence and walk out of this auditorium with that silence. Thank you very much.